So I'm gonna say this to you because I mentioned it to you. I was like, man, I'm hesitant to even bring it up.
Okay.
So I'm new to Instagram and some of that shit, old nigga problems, right? And so I get on there and I start getting like friends requests. I'm thinking of like Facebook, right? So people are sending me like follow me requests or whatever. So I just follow every motherfucker back who sent something to me, right?
Instagram model, hey.
Yeah. Then I realize there's a lot of hoes out there that are trying to sell you dirty pics and shit, and you know, there's just like there's a serious game of hustle that goes on through the whole thing, and I like watching hustle, right? So I like to understand how hustle works, right?
Okay.
So I get a message from somebody who invites me to the Illuminati.
Yeah.
At first, I think it's some bullshit.
Which is hold on. So the funny thing about that is like, okay, you got the Illuminati, which is the most supposed, exclusive secret society, legendary shit, all the, whatever you want to call it, controllers of the world. They're sending invites via Instagram
through IG.
Yeah.
So immediately I'm like, yeah, whatever, right? But once again, I want to know the hustle. So I'm trying to understand, when do they ask for money?
Okay.
Right? Because that's how I play the game. I let them play the little game. And then when they get to the point of asking money, I'll be like, nah, but good hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I play along. They pass me on to a recruiting leader who downloads all this information to me about what the Illuminati is. And to be honest with you, it's a lot of what you're saying. It is a global power to return power back to the people and get things levelized again, right?
Oh, wait a second. So hold on. They want to give power. They want to give power back to the people. Is that what you said?
Not what we've heard of the Illuminati. And this guy.
No, that's not at all.
Not at all. His whole thing is that the Illuminati was put in place to protect us from the power, and they're within the power group who wants to make sure that the basic standards of man are increased, right? And I'm like, okay, this is not what I heard.
Okay, wait a second then. Who are they fighting against? Because there needs to be an equal and opposite power if they need to be in charge.
They don't really get much into that, and then I was like, so what do you need from me? And they were like, you know what? We're going to give you $1 million and a car. We're going to put you in a better situation, and we're going to find you better employment. But at some point in time, we're going to ask you for a favor, which may be forwarding an email or deleting something or adding something somewhere. And we expect you to comply.
Okay, that seems okay. In the grand scheme of secret societies, that seems, yeah. You are on retainer. You're basically a sleeper cell. You don't know the mission necessarily, or the whole like bird's eye view of everything, but you are, in this group. You're a pawn, and at some point, we're gonna need you to flip a button, push a button. You don't know what it does. You know where it's at. Do it. Don't ask questions. Okay.
Yep. And we'll make sure that you maintain the lifestyle that we give you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Made man.
So I'm like, shit, say less, guy. Where's this? I was like, you want my cash app? Where you gonna send that millie to? Right. He was like, take a picture doing these symbols and send it to us. Right. Then we're going to, and it's hand gestures, and it looks like the blood sign.
Okay.
Right? It's like 3 different signs they want you to use, right?
Okay.
And then they were like, and then you need to send us this much money for your ceremony. And I was just like, well, what's the ceremony for? They're like, well, you need a lamb and some nightshade and some other shit. There's some ingredients. They were like, but don't worry about it. You can buy it from. We have a distributor in your area. We will give you the location to the secret temple where you'll go, right? We will do the ritual. You'll become an official member, and your life will change immediately.
A lamb, nightshade.
I'll
some other
find it.
shit.
I still have the message. I'll find it. I'll send it over to you, right?
Okay.
And at first, I was like, this is some shit. But then I started thinking, what if this shit is real? What if they randomly just give different people money? What if they knew who I was? They have done their research. They understand what I do for a living, and they need somebody there to say the right thing in a meeting or to push their agenda,
Right.
And I thought to myself, man, do I really want to fuck with some people like that? That's why I'm hesitant to even talk about it. Because if it just so happens to be true, the fuck, they might call my boss up and be like, hey, I need you to push a button. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You already got a handler. Like,
like the fuck, right? So it's one of those things I was just like, man, I almost wanted to send the money, but I ain't got no money to throw away. I think it's a complicated hustle. I think it was good detail. I think they did a lot of good stuff in there to get somebody to send them $300, and then ghost the fuck out of you, right? Like, I'm hoping that's what it is. If this really was real, this is not a real story. I'm just fucking around.
Now I'm wondering because I'm torn. Part of me wishes this is real, and that because it's like, well, is there a secret society that really is trying to help like the common man? If that's the case, I want to join. I'll do that shit. But it's like, how do we trust these people? It's like, what's going like because the reality of an Illuminati with that sort of goal in mind means that there are much larger factors going on in this world. Right? Because, like I said,
they can just throw you $1 million or $2 million and be like, "That's chump change." So that has to be the tier of people that you're at. If throwing out $1 million ain't shit.
Yeah. Now, so it's like, so what are they fighting against? That's the thing. It's like, is it just one nefarious group? Is there two or more? Like, are they the last bastion of like protecting us from being enslaved by global, like whatever? But the thing that throws it off is that, okay, you're out here tossing $1 million, like. Put the 300 down for my ceremony. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I hit him back with, I ain't got the money right now, but look, how about you give me $750,000 and you pay for my ceremony? You know, I was coming back.
Exactly. Like take it out of my signing bonus. Like
yeah, and they were like, you have to show a level of commitment.
Like, bitch, if this is real, I will be committed. Yes. Like, if you guys are really the good guys in this global like war, this global shadow war that's keeping us from breaking out into like chaos and like social angst, yeah, like sign me up. Dude, that shit's funny, bro.